Here we have Gracie. This is our third or fourth session today. It's still early yet. She's doing fantastic. You know, when she lays down, I don't want her to lay down. Laying down, as I explained to Tony, it's a default. Usually we give up our pursuit or our consequence or whatever, or what have you, when she lays down. So when she lays down, we actually quit telling her what to do. So therefore, usually when she lays down, we stop and then she does it again. So, but I don't want her laying down because one, she's not doing anything wrong. Two, what about just sitting here? You know, when she's laying down, she tends to get in trouble, even more so. But here, I'm teaching her basic SITQ. We're going to build a rhythm. I'm doing some short distance stays. I heard you did some in the kitchen. Fantastic. And this is just getting her in a training mode. As I explained in the summary, it's a training mode. So here we go. And like I said, it's just sits, some short distance stays, along with a couple of name recognition in there. Throw her name out. She pop her head to come and look back at me. But I have the leash dragon. If she pops up, remember what I said about stays? It's two cues. It's an OK cue, and it's a stay and an OK cue. So you're training two different cues there. So be mindful that she pops up. Try to get her back around in the same spot. All right, come on. So use my clicker when she does it exactly how I want her to do it. Sit. Okay, come on. Sit. Now if she doesn't sit that first time, good girl. So if she doesn't sit the first time, it's not a big deal because I'm training her to be more consistent with saying SIT. So it's we're kind of figuring out this together. If she doesn't sit the very first time, it's okay. But I don't want to continue saying the word sit. Okay, sit. Good. Stay. Now give the hand signal. Good. Stay. Stay. Take a couple steps back. You see this, right? Stay. This is exactly what you did in the kitchen, which is great. Stay. And keep a mental count of how long we're going and how far we go back. Keep a mental count. Stay. Okay, baby. Good. So I give her the okay to get up. You can call her, but I'd rather you say okay. The same with the doors and stuff too. Sit. Okay, come on. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. So I didn't continue saying sit right there. And I didn't say stay, so she doesn't have to stay put. But I didn't continually say sit. So now I'm going to get her a little jacked up. I'm going to get her really hyper here in a second. So I'm going to get her hype, and then I'm going to ask her to sit. Gracie, sit. Sit. Good. Oh, she laid down, but I already clicked. So if you already clicked, you still have to give her a treat. All right. Okay, wing. Gracie, sit. Come on. Like I said, her endurance is 0. Sit. Come on, baby. Come on. Sit. Good. Stay. Stay. So I step on the leash because I don't want her going anywhere. Gracie, sit. Try to get her back in the sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. We'll count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, baby. Good girl. There you go. So she gets a nice reward for that. So in essence, the stay too, remember, is okay. You have to train both. It's a stay and it's an okay cue in there. So make sure you say, if she pops up, just get her back in that same spot. and only release her when you say okay. That gives you this effective leadership there, structure, it's effective communication. But she definitely is having a great time here, and she's learning a lot. So practice these things at the house, just like this. It takes, you know, how long did this take? 5 minutes maybe. It's more time talking than anything. So, and just getting her used to you saying sit, stay, and then we'll work on some downs, and periodically I have to start doing the retrieve, and some self-control. This is self-control at its best. Getting her, you know, we can train her in a lower state of mind, but she's not always going to be that way. She's going to be highly aroused at times. When we need her the most to be most obedient is when she's really hyper. So training her in different mindsets and working up to her complete hyper, highly aroused is part of it. So you start off in little segments like that. So that's why I started getting her a little excited, a little hyper, and then brought her right back down to a sit-stay. And that's what you do, that's what we're doing. Training her, yeah, in a little mode, but she's not always going to be in this medium kind of mode. She's going to be hyper at times, and these, like I said, are the most where we need the most obedience from her. So we have to train her in different modes too. So have a good time.